Hi everyone, welcome back to another Vue.js stream. I hope you're doing well. I took a couple weeks off and I'm excited to be able to do this stream on Vue.js testing. This is the app I'm going to be working on. So it's called Regex Breakfast. I worked on it on my channel, which if you don't know, it's Faraday Academy. It's linked in the description below. And I basically do lots of Django and Vue content between Twitch and YouTube. So this is an app that I'm in the process of redesigning, but I figured it would be good to add some tests to it and go ahead and install Jest today. So if you're here, feel free to say hi in the chat and keep a conversation going. If you have any questions or you want to give input, which is the whole point of a live stream, so feel free to do that. I do have some bad allergies today, so if I take myself off camera for a second, that's why. Yeah, so let me go to the project board on this GitHub repo. And let's go to the testing board. Okay, and so these are the steps and the different areas of the application that I'm going to test, starting with setting up the Vue CLI plugin for Jest, and which will install, I think it installs Vue test utils and some other things. So let's take a look at the app, and give me 1 second here. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so this is the app I'm working on. So before you say anything, we are trying out some different designs, trying to get this to be a retro kind of diner theme. Yeah, and so it was a couple developers on my stream. We were trying to design it. Obviously, it didn't turn out that good. So I hired one designer and now I'm working with another designer trying to get this to where it looks good. The point of the app is basically to help people learn regex through going through these different challenges, kind of like the game CSS Sushi. If you've played that, it's similar, except you're learning regex here. So basically, I get a hint down here, or challenge instructions, I guess, and I'm supposed to match the characters here, and then I hit enter, and then it gets more complicated and you start using flags and different patterns and stuff like that. So I'm going to be writing tests for this app today, and the first thing is setting up the Jest plugin. So let me go to my terminal. I'll stop my server, my Vue server. Since this application's already set up, so it already has a lot of, I guess, components. It also has a router. I'm not really going to be testing that today. I might get into store testing with the Vuex store, and then the rest are just regular views and components, Vue.js components. Okay, but I don't have any testing at all right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add it from the terminal. So I'm going to do Vue add and then Jest. And let me make sure that's right. So let me go to the docs for, okay, this is the cookbook for unit testing in Vue. And I don't think they actually have how to install it. The Jest docs just have how to install Jest plainly. So before I do this, let me actually just open the Vue UI, and that way I can search for the right plugin for Jest. Okay, it opened in the wrong place. Let me copy this. Okay, so here's the Vue UI. It's basically a UI interface that I can use instead of the CLI. And let's see. Let me zoom out so I can see the sidebar. Okay, so NW Vue. Okay, that's the different app I was doing before. So let me jump to the correct application. Import, let's see, it's in projects, and I need to find regex breakfast. You see regex breakfast? Here it is, regex breakfast. And regex breakfast front. There is no backend, it's just front. I just called it front. So, okay, I'm going to import this folder, and now I can install plugins inside of this folder. And it shows me what plugins I already have. I designed it with Vuetify, and I used all these other plugins. So I'm going to search for, actually I have to click on add plugin. And now I can search for Jest. So it's giving me Vue CLI plugin Jest Puppeteer, CLI plugin Unit Jest, and it says official here, so I'm going to grab this one. And let's see. If I hover over this, the plugin has a generator. Okay. So I'm going to click on this and install Vue CLI plugin Unit Jest. Okay. So that's taking a while to install. Oh, Sassy, sorry. I think I forgot to say hi. Yeah, I'm doing well. I've been meaning to put testing in some of these apps for a while, so I figured now is a good time to do it. Okay, I'm not sure how long this is going to take. Anyone else in the chat? I know only subscribers can chat, but if anyone else is there and is a subscriber or can subscribe to help support freeCodeCamp, it would be awesome to get to talk to you. Okay. It's going to take another minute, I guess. After this, it should create some setup files for me. There's no configuration that I need to do for it, so I'll do finish installation. Alright. So it's invoking here. This means it's invoking the generator, which might be creating files or updating commands or something. It might have added a testing command to my package.json here. Yeah, it did. So it added this command, which is test unit, that I'm going to be using to run the tests, because this will run the Jest plugin. Oh, it added this testing folder too. And one example test. Okay, but this test won't work because there is no more hello world component. It's just adding a default test. Alright. Let's see. Continue. Okay, so now that's installed. Now sometimes here, let me zoom back out. Sometimes you can go to configuration and, okay, I guess Jest doesn't have configuration options here. That's fine. I'm going to get out of the Vue UI. And now I can run my app again, now that that's set up. So npm run serve to run the Vue.js app. And, oh no, wait. I don't want to run the app, I think, because I want to go ahead and run the tests. Oh, it also created this Jest config file for me with the preset. Okay. Yeah, so it's all set up, so I should be able to just do, and actually one more thing, I'm going to run this testing command, or no, I'm going to change the testing command. So instead of test unit, I don't have end-to-end tests or anything else, So I'm just going to change this to test so I can use the shorthand. All right, and I'm going to get out of this build. It doesn't want to exit the build, so it might take a second. Control C is not working. Okay, it's almost done with the build anyway, so I'll just wait a second. There we go. All right, and I'm actually going to move my terminal so I'm not switching back and forth across the browser for it. So I'm going to do, okay, regex breakfast front. Now I can do npm test, or there's also the shorthand npm t that I can use. And that runs my test command, and it's running that one example test that I have. Okay, and it's failing, obviously, because it is trying to import this component, which doesn't exist. So what I'm going to do in here, I have test/unit. I'm going to start adding folders that kind of match my components. Actually, I don't have a very complicated folder structure here because it's only 5. So I'm just going to add a views folder and a components folder and test those. So let me add those folders. I'm going to add, what about the hour tracking app? I'm going to be working on that more on my channel. So I want to get this app done and the curriculum app, and I'm going to finish up the hour app after that. Yeah. I want to work on it more on this channel, but a lot of people, if I'm working on the same project too many streams, a lot of people drop off and there's not as much viewership. So I think I'm gonna finish working on that on my Twitch channel. Yeah, plus I'm gonna be taking a break from these streams after today. So I just wanted to get in one kind of different stream on here and then take a break. Mostly because I have a lot of other stuff I have to work on. Okay, so I added a views folder and a components folder. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, let me start with components because those are easier. So I have body, draw, and top bar. And let me go back to my list of things. So I set up the Jest plugin. That's done. And I need to implement snapshot testing. So let me do that real quick. Just these 3 components. And if you don't know what snapshot testing is, it basically is a rendered version of your component that you can see in a second, because it shouldn't take me that long to set it up. And then over time you compare different versions of your component, and you basically make sure you haven't created unintended side effects that affect your rendered HTML. So it can be useful in that way. So let me do body, and then I need to put a .spec so Jest will find this. I think you can use like .test or .spec, but Jest automatically picks up files and runs tests against them if they're called .spec, if they have a .spec in them. Okay, draw and top bar. Draw.spec.js and top bar. Yeah, top bar .spec.js. Okay, I have those 3 components. And then I have views. I'll leave those alone for right now. So let me start with this body. And basically what I want to do is mount this component and then create a snapshot from it, which is like a stringified HTML of the component. So let me go to, so Jest actually has, the Jest testing suite has a lot of things like an expect library, and it does snapshots. it takes care of snapshots for you. It has like a toHTML method or something, but I think it's or Vue test utils. Oh wait, here it is. Vue test utils adds a lot of methods, so it's better to instead of using the HTML functions of Jest, you can mount it with Vue test utils and then create a snapshot. And the Vue test utils basically gives you a lot of methods for handling Vue components. So installation, so it should be installed with the Jest plugin. So let's see. Mount. Let me go to mount. So I need to import mount from Vue test utils. And okay, and then it imports the specific component that I want to mount. So in this case, I want to mount body, so it'll be import and import body from, I think I can do @ which represents source. I think I can use that in my tests. And then /components /body, and then, okay, .vue. And let's see if that works. Let me write a quick test. So this is from Jest, the syntax, so describe, which is going to wrap all of my tests for this component. So I'm just going to put describe body.vue for right now. And then I need to pass a function. So let me pass just an arrow function there. And now I can write tests inside. Instead of it, I really don't like the it syntax that much. I'm going to use the test function, which is the exact same. I think one is alias to the other, but I can't remember which one. Okay, so I test and then I write a short description about what the test is about. And then I can mount the component, and I'm actually going to do a snapshot instead of some other kind of test here. So yeah, so this is the same syntax. I need to pass a string, and I'm gonna test snapshot. Yeah, I'll just put snapshot. And then another function, and now inside of this test, I'm going to mount the component, which mount the body component. And now I can do wrapper. Oh wait, I need to do expect. I'm going to look up the syntax in a second. But something like expect wrapper to match snapshot. And then the first time I run this, it creates a snapshot for me. And then future times, it compares any updates to the old snapshot. Okay. So let me search for that. So snapshot. To match. Oh, I think I need to look in the Jest docs for that. Snow. So here it is, because it's a method on the Just expect library. So basically here, expect whatever component to match snapshot, which is the same thing I have here, because I've mounted my body component and now I can expect it to match the snapshot. So let me try running this now. It might complain that I have these two files empty, but let me see. Let me run my test again and see if it works. Four failed. Okay. Draw body, top bar, example.spec.js. Oh, I need to delete that file. Let me delete that example file. I don't need that. Okay. So, and let me, Actually, if this one's failing, let me see why that one's failing. You are trying to use Sass. Oh, Node Sass is missing. Okay, I don't know if I've run into that before, but I have Sass installed in my project, but it's a peer dependency through. Oh, I have Sass and Sass Loader, yeah. But basically, Vue set up Sass for me so I can use it inside my components or import it into my main Vue file. Okay, let me just try installing it like it recommends as a dev dependency and see if that works. Can you see the bottom? Yeah. Sometimes these stream tools cut off the bottom of my screen. All right. Okay, maybe Node Sass is going to take a minute. And then, I don't know if there's any config. I guess I'll see if there's any config that I need to do with Sass and the project, but I don't think there should be. Let me do npm test again. All right. Cannot read property getters. Okay, good. Good. So now I'm getting actual errors with the component, which is good. And let me just run that one test file. So I think I can do npm. Let me look back up through my commands. Yeah, so then I just pass the component name to it. So I can do npm t and then pass the component name. So I'll do body. Body's my first one. So I'll do npm t body, and then I think it will just run that one test now. Yeah, good. So I just want it to run that one. And cannot read property getters of undefined. So let me see if I have to do something with that. So let me open that file. Body.vue. Okay, I'm using a couple utility methods. Getters. Oh, I think let me search for this. Getters. Yeah, so I think I'll have to mock getters here. Let's see, I have to create a local Vue store, Vuex store, and let me look up the syntax for that. So I think actually it's part of Vue test utils. So let me look up local, not local Vue. Okay, this is a section on testing Vuex. New vuex.store. Oh right, I import a create local Vue, and then I create a new Vuex store, basically. All right. So let me try this. And then I'm gonna have to import these at the top and see. And actually these are absolute imports, so I should put them here. Or they're library imports. Okay. Oh, cool. That's awesome. When I save, because I set up ESLint auto fixing, so it actually fixed all my imports too. I didn't see that before. All right, so now I need to create a local Vue instance, and I could actually create a regular Vue instance by importing just Vue, but this way I'm not polluting any global state or anything. So let me see. I have store. I don't think I have any separate store config here. I might import my state, clone deep. Yeah, so I need to create a new local Vue and then do local Vue.use Vuex, and I'm going to do that here. I might create a before each for this later. And now I need to create a new store. So let me create a new store. And all right. So I think I'll just pass an empty object for right now. Oops. And let's see. Expect store. Okay, and then I can make expectations on the store. But I think I need to, when I mount this component, I think I can, let's see, pass in an options object and pass the store into the component so that way I have access to getters. So, yeah, let me see if I can, or I might have to mock the getters, but let's see. So I've created my store, and oh yeah, I need to look at the options that I can pass in. So let me go to mount, the mount function, and see. Okay, so I can pass in props data. Does it have the whole API for this? Component options. Okay, the first argument is the component. The second is any number of options. So I have mock stubs. I can pass in local Vue, which is what I want to do. Yeah, because that will have, where is it? Yeah, local Vue here. So that will have the store, because I'm doing Vue, oops, Vue.use Vuex. Actually, wait, I think I need to pass in the store too. Let me see. Config.mocks store. I wonder if this is better to just mock the store. Like stubs, because then I could mock the getters, the store.getters. So actually I think this is what I want to do, and then I'm going to save this local Vue because I'm going to need that in other tests as well. So let me actually, I think here I can define mocks, but oh yeah, and for the local Vue, I'm going to need that for my Vuetify setup as well, because I think I'm going to get some errors about this after I fix this error. But yeah, so let's see. Let me set this up real quick. Alright, so config.mocks.store. I think actually what I'm going to do here is, oops, I can do, or let me do, I don't know, let me just call this store mock. This is just an object. Oh wait, this is not proper JavaScript. Alright, and then on here, I can also do a getters object, and then put getters on there. And then config.mocks. Oh yeah, this will be mocking it for all the components, not just the, but I just want to do it for the mount. So let me look for mount again. Go back to mount. Let's see. And where is it? Here, mocks. So yeah, so I can create a mock and just pass it in to a mocks object. So I'm going to do that here. So I'm going to create an object here, and then I'm going to pass in, I guess the syntax it wants me to use is $. So let me go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to take this and put it inside of the test as well. So in here, okay. And now I can pass in this store mock. So let me take that. And store is not defined. Store here. Oh, that's right. So let me do let store. Okay, fine. And now getters. So in my body, I have this current challenge getter, which gets back an object of the current challenge, and then I pull the name off of that. So what I'm going to do is just mock that. So the current challenge, which will be a function that returns an object. Oh wait, to return an object, I have to wrap it. So, okay. All right, that should work, but I'm going to be getting some more errors before this actually works. So let me try this out. Okay, npm test that body component. And yeah, so now it's complaining about vsnackbar, which is because I'm using the Vuetify component library, and it doesn't recognize that. So, oh, the snapshot actually passed. So let me look at the snapshot. It makes this, so inside every folder where I create snapshots, it creates this dunder snapshots folder. And then it basically rendered, yeah, the output HTML. But it's using these Vuetify components because it doesn't know what they're supposed to be, because Jest can't see Vuetify. So I need to set up Vuetify to work with Jest. And I'm just going to set this up in this file for right now on a local Vue instance. And I think it's in the, what is it, the Vuetify library, and then they have like a Jest unit testing section. Oh wait, no. Oops. Here it is. Come on. Alright, it's taking a minute to load. There we go. Go to new docs. Okay, I just need to set up Jest. So bootstrapping Vuetify. That's fine. Test runner setup. Okay, I'll just click on Jest. All right, And now, okay. Oh wait, this is the actual Vue CLI plugin, just get rid of that. So it's just linking me away, but I need to know with Vuetify specifically. Okay, here it is. So it's saying to create a local view, which is what I already did. And now, okay, running before each to create new Vuetify. And before each basically runs before every test in the file. So let me do this. And last time I set this up, I did it as a global Vuetify setup because I needed it in so many different tests. But I think it's just easier here just to set it up in here, just in the testing file. Of course, I'll have to do it in each testing file, but let me do it this way first. Okay, and then when I mount components, I need to pass in local view and Vuetify. So I need to pass it in here, so let me do that above mocks. So I'm passing in local view and Vuetify. And one second, let me go into my VS Code setup, because for some reason it's doing 4 spaces instead of 2. Usually it auto finds it, but indent spaces, so let me do 2. Okay. Let's see. Do you unit test all your projects? I would like to say that I do, but I don't. Especially if they're personal projects. Hi, Tom. Companies I've worked for off and on. Some of them have full testing suites, unit testing, integration testing, end-to-end testing, and then some of them just say they want testing and then never get around to testing because they say features are more important. So I don't test. I would like to test all my projects, and so I want to get faster at testing because it feels like every time I start testing an app, which is almost always for a client, I have to relook up all this stuff because it's off and on when I test. So I want to start testing all my personal projects so that I just get better at testing in general. So let's see. I was into TDD a couple years ago. I was trying to TDD everything, like, I don't know, 2016 or something. And then I think I got out of it because the other developers around me weren't, or it's very hard to convince people to write so many tests. I think I went overboard with it. So there's a balance between, testing and, going too far. Okay, Vuetify. Okay, I did the Vuetify, that's good. Now it's coming into, I'm passing it in as options in the wrapper. So let me run that test again. One failed. All right. So let me, wow, that's a lot of failure. Unknown custom element v-row. So these are all the Vuetify components, so it should know about these. I mean, I could technically stub them. What is it? Vue test utils lets you stub things. So then I could say, what is it? V-row, like v-row, and just say div or something. But that wouldn't render any nested components, so I'm avoiding that. And then I could also do a shallow mount where is it? Instead of a full mount, because a shallow mount automatically stubs child components, and a full mount doesn't, basically. But I want to do a full mount so I get more of an idea of everything that's going to be rendered on the page. So I have to figure out why it's not recognizing these Vuetify components. So let me see. Expect wrapper. Okay. Create local view. I got those. Am I importing? Wait, I might need to import. So here I'm importing. Oh, that was really dumb. I'm not importing Vuetify and Vue. So let me import those there. I think I need Vue, even though I'm not necessarily using it. I think I need it in the scope. Maybe, let's see. Okay, running it as test one more time. Alright, let's see if it's the same error. Okay, well the snapshot passed, but that's because the snapshot's not changing because I'm getting these errors. Did I register the component correctly? It's saying that I didn't. Is before each running. So let me see. And here it's doing wrapper.html, which is that jest, which is the jest function, the .html. But since I am mounting this with Vue test utils, I shouldn't need to do that. So let's see, Vuetify, creating a new Vuetify. I wonder if I shouldn't need any options. I am mounting. Let's see. Mounting, creating a local view. Local view.use. Let me just comment these out because I'm not using them right now. So let me run this one more time. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but I'm just getting rid of anything extra here. Let's see. State, getters, wrapper. Yeah, unknown custom element, all of these vcard, vcall, vtext field, all of the Vuetify components are still unknown. So let me take a look at this. Let me go to Vuetify. Props, describe, mount function. Okay, mocking Vuetify. Lang. Okay, I shouldn't need to mock. Keep in mind you only need to stub the services that are being used, such as lang or application. You can also import these services manually. I'm gonna look at one of my other projects because I think I'm a little stuck here. Unless anyone in the chat has an idea of what I should be doing. I just can't remember the exact setup steps that I did for Vuetify. So let me go to this app. And okay. So the curriculum, let's see, tests. So unit tests, and I do have this set up. So in this project I have a setup file for Vuetify, and yeah, I basically set up Vuetify and then have this imported into my jest config. So my jest config has a lot more stuff in it here. So let me just copy this, because actually a lot of this was set up because I installed Jest. Yeah, no ideas. Because I installed Jest with the regular setup of the app, because in the Vue CLI, you know, when it asks you if you want to set up testing right away. So it set up some of these things, and then I added a couple, and I added this setup files, and basically this file runs before every test. So I can get Vuetify. Wait, let me just copy this whole thing. Okay, copy that. And now I'm going to put it into my jest config. And wait, undo, because I want to save the plugin there, or preset. Okay, that's fine. Module extension. Okay, so now I have this test unit setup test file. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that file as well. And that file is basically doing almost the same thing I'm already doing in that one component, except it runs before every single test. So I don't think I need the export here, but I'm just going to copy the whole thing. And let me go into my tests, new file, setup tests.js. Okay, so I set that up. Import Vue, Vuetify, Vue.use, Vuetify. Okay, I am doing Vue.use here. I think that made it globally available, and then I created a local Vue. Yeah, that's weird. What was I doing? So I do Vue.use, Vuetify, but then I create a new Vue and use it with a local Vue instance. I'll have to look at what I was doing there, because it seems like I'm using a global Vue.use and then I'm using a local Vue.use Vuetify. And okay. But there were a lot of errors I was getting with the Jest setup, so maybe I did it to alleviate one of those errors. Okay, and then let me just go to one of my tests. Let me look at, I don't know, what's the easy test? Home test. Let me look at, this is just in like a standard HTML section. Okay, so it's just mounting, and that's it. I am using a full mount here, and let me make sure that the snapshots aren't rendering with the V dash. Yeah, it's not. It's rendering as actual divs, actually how it would render out in the DOM, which is what I want. Okay, so now I have this setup file. I wonder if I have the serializer installed. I think I must. I think that comes with Jest when I add it as a plugin. Okay, anyway, I don't need local Vue or Vuetify now. So let me take this out. I might still need it for a store, maybe. So I'm testing the snapshot. I am mocking the store because I still need to do that since this is a full mount. Let me delete these two imports at the top. Don't need those. Okay, let me try this and see where it's at. npm test body. Okay. Setup files option was not found. Root directory, projects, regex breakfast. Okay. Test unit setup. Oh, setup tests.js. Did I spell it right? Oh, it's outside of the unit folder. So let me put it inside of the unit folder. Because if I do other tests in here, I'd have an end-to-end folder and other folders, and the Jest setup would only be for unit testing. So let me try one more time. Okay, now it must have found the file because it's running the test. Oh, and it failed. Oh, this is a good failure though, because now, cool. Now see how it has v-row here? Well, now it's rendering it as a div with class of row, which is actually how it renders out in the DOM. So that is very, very good. Okay, so it's failing because it doesn't match my current snapshot. So I have to tell it to update the snapshot because the new one is what I want to save as the snapshot. So let me tell it to update here. So I'll do npm or npm t, and then I need to pass the command to -u. -u is for update snapshot. Oh, I forgot to run just that one file. Okay, but now I can copy paste these into the other files. 2 failed, 1 passed. So my body one passed and the snapshot is updated. Okay, let me get rid of that. Oh, let me take a look at the snapshot. Yeah, now it's rendering all the divs. Everything is rendering out correctly. What is this? vsnack. Oh, that's a transition. I can stub transitions, which I'm not going to worry about it. I think it automatically stubbed the transition for me, so if I want it to be different, like not be automatically stubbed, I might want to put something else in there. But that's okay. I'm happy about that. Let me go to draw. And okay, the draw menu is, so app bar, toolbar. So this is the top nav bar, v menu, v. Now why is this, let me look at this. Navigation. I think draw I'm not even using right now. This is very strange because all draw is an app bar, which is a top nav bar. And okay, so let me just delete draw. I'm not going to worry about that for right now. So let me go to top bar and test the top navigation bar. That would be more useful. So let me get rid of draw. I think I just didn't separate the components yet. That's what I didn't do. I created the draw component and was going to put the draw in there, and then I didn't. So I'm going to test this top bar. And where is it? Topbar.spec.js. So I'm just going to grab this whole thing because first I'm going to be testing the snapshot, and I actually don't know if I need the state yet. Oh, I will need to mock the store because I do need the state, some state off of the store. let's see. Challenge and challenges. Yeah, I definitely need some state here. So let me actually undo that. Oops. And redo. I'm gonna get rid of these for right now. Okay, and I need to import the top bar component, so let me import top bar. And yeah, it's much cleaner without setting up Vue.js in every single file. That was a better decision. Okay, so now top bar, so I'm going to describe topbar.view here. Still doing the snapshot first. I'm going to mock the store. Here I don't need any getters. But in state, I do need to, I don't know why I have the ID here actually. I think that was just the default thing that I had. So in state, I need to mock, oh wait, I do need the %done. Okay, never mind. So I will need to create getters %done. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mock that getter correctly later. But for right now, I'll return like a 0 or something. Okay, so let me do getters, which is an object, and I'll do %done, and then return 0 for right now. And then in state, what do I want to mock in state? So I need to mock the challenges, which is an array, and current index, which is a number. Yeah, challenges. Let me do challenges and current index. So challenges in array, and actually I'm going to be importing the challenges at some point. So because I have a challenges.js file here with a list of all the challenges, so I can just import those in my tests and test off the actual challenges. So let me do, what was the other thing? It was current index. So current index, I'll put this at 0 as well. Okay, so I've mocked the store. So let me create a snapshot for the top bar. Let's see. What time is it? It's just after 11. It's been about an hour. Do npm test. Run both my tests. Alright. Maybe testing is a dry topic. There's not much chat about it. Cannot read property small and down. Oh, right. I might need to mock that. Because, let me see, small. And, oh, I thought I was using it here. Let me see if I'm using it small and, no? Then why is it doing that? That's a breakpoint property that I get from Vue.js for small and down, but why is it saying it can't mock it here? That's weird. I'm not using it, I'm not specifically referencing small and down. So why is it saying that? I might look this up. Oh, maybe Vue.js is undefined here. So there are some weird things in testing Vue.js. Like I had some issues with the modal, testing the modal, because it renders an extra specific component inside the modal. So yeah, let me see. So this component, I'm not doing anything different. Importing that. Oh wait, let me do medium. No, okay. So yeah, let me search for this and see if anyone else has this problem with Vuetify. Okay. Yep, it seems like someone else had this same problem from this year. I'm trying to solve this issue, but I can't. Oh, this is very poorly formatted. Okay. Error in render. Type error, cannot read property small and down of undefined. Surely you will be loading Vuetify as a plugin. That's where the error comes from. To solve this issue, delete it from plugins and load it as follows. Nope, that doesn't really, I don't know why this person is giving this advice. I don't think that's very good advice. Testing done by the clients in real time, yeah, as everything crashes and burns. Unfortunately, that's how it's done a lot of the time. Actually, with this, yeah, I don't want to say too much, but this Django app I'm working on, I've been dying to write tests for it for a while, and the client is testing it, and some business people are testing it. So hopefully I can write a test suite at some point. I would love to. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Vuetify.js. At least like the finicky parts of the app. Like that's, you know, a minimum for testing. Let's see. I want to look at their GitHub actually. How to specifically Vue.js warn. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, this is the same thing. After install Vuetify into my Webpack, I have this message in the console. Yeah, let me just look at their GitHub and see if they have. Okay, they have 4 closed issues on this same topic, it seems. Causes type error. Using Webpack. Error with app bar. Actually, I am using app bar, so this is probably the error I'm getting, because the error is in this app bar component. So oh, okay. So I'm guessing that Vuetify renders this under the hood. Vuetify is using small and down because the app bar is very specific to the screen size, and since I am collapsing it, adding a draw at different screen sizes, so this appears on X small, and on every other screen size it shows all of the things in the top. Oh no, actually on this app this appears on every screen size because this is where the challenges are listed. Okay, but I'm guessing it is a problem with the V app bar. So okay, so this person isn't writing entirely in English, but he's saying he has a problem with the app bar. Okay. They're saying if you switch to Vuetify 2.0, there's probably a problem with that. Yeah, I've been using Vuetify 2.0 for a long time, so it's not an issue with that. But let me just rethink how I'm doing this app bar. I'm guessing, so let's see. If I did, shallow, I'm going to try some different things. So shallow mount, which will stub all of the Vuetify. I think every single Vuetify component actually will get stubbed. But let me try this. Oops, undo. Okay. Wait, where was that? Oh yeah, mount. That was it. It's like, where was I? Okay. Shallow mount. Let me do a shallow mount. So npm test and just that component. So top. I wonder why I called it top bar. Seems like it should be top nav. Or just nav because, well, the draw is going to go in a different component. But yeah, nav might have been better. Or no, actually it's only mostly one page. So maybe top bar is okay. Yeah, just thinking out loud. Okay, so invalid prop type check for value, expected number. Oh yeah, I have to mock the props on this too. And I think I do that with props data. Since I'm passing props into this component. And let me see what the props are. Oh no! I guess there aren't any props. Okay. So I do need to mock. So I guess it's just data. Maybe it was data. I'm confused. Type check failed for prop value, expected number. Oh, on the progress bar got string. So let me see what the progress. vProgress linear value. Okay, so store.getters.percent done. Expected number got string. I mean, it is returning a 0. Not sure why it thinks that's a number. Okay, well, I'm fighting with my own unit test right now. Good, Jared. Maybe you can help me with mine. Take a break from yours. Okay. So, all right. So I'm over an hour through the stream. I'm actually gonna push what I did so far, just because it makes it easier if anyone wants to take a look at it, and it only takes a second. So, get status. Store index. Does match, does not match. Let me look at those files. I didn't think I updated them. Does match. Okay. I wonder what the diff is for that. So let me look at the diff for these. So git diff, and I know I'm just not part of testing, but I'm just curious because I didn't think I updated these files, and now it's saying they're updated. So oh, I know what happened. My automatic ESLint changed some things, like it changed lint or changed let to const because I'm not updating this variable anywhere. Okay, that's fine. I'm guessing if I diff the does not match file, yeah, it turned let to const. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna add everything then. Code from live stream on, what's today? August 21st. August 21st, 2020. Part 1. Okay, I'm just gonna push. Oh, rejected. Oh, I know why. Yeah, because of these dependencies. Dependabot updated some outdated dependencies. Oh, merge conflict and package lock.json. Let me look at the merge conflict real quick. Don't see it. Let me see. Here we go. I don't know. There's a command supposed to be able to fix this. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let's see. Except both. Oops. Okay. I think I fixed it. We'll see. Or let me put fixed, not fixing. Fixed merge conflicts. Okay, this took a lot longer than I thought just to push the code. Okay, now let me do in npm I locally because I did update those dependencies. Yeah, it doesn't have to convert let to const, but I think I'm not stopping it. Oh, unexpected token. What should I do? This is a live stream. I'm just gonna delete my package lock. Because I already updated it and committed it. And I'm not too worried. But yeah, don't do that at work. Okay. You missed freeCodeCamp. What do you mean I missed freeCodeCamp? Or are you telling... I don't know. I think I missed that because it's probably been 30 seconds since you sent that message. Okay, now it's creating a new package lock for me, which is unfortunate that I messed it up, but it should be okay in this project. Let's see. npm run serve. Yeah, I think if you don't stop the automatic, like, what is it? Prettier and beautifier or something, and then there's the ESLint one, which is the one I use, the auto ESLint. I think if you don't stop it from doing things, then it's just going to do all of its default things. Okay, npm run serve, which is change everything to const unless you're redefining it somewhere. Oh wait, I don't need to serve because I'm testing. Actually, let me make sure the app is still running after that. Well, let me try to run it. All right. So how's everyone doing with the testing? Is this too dry of a topic for a live stream? Seems maybe hard to chat about. I just wrote my own ESLint rules yesterday for Jest and even added in auto fixes for them. Oh, nice. Which repo is that in? Do you have it in your... I know you do your whatever... what is it? ESLint... Or no, TJW, right? TJW lint on GitHub. So, everyone else who might not be in the inside of this conversation, Jared runs a Vue.js group and, yeah, does a lot of open source and has a bunch of open source libraries for linting and, yeah, all different kinds of stuff on GitHub. So that's why I know about them, and he has this group of libraries called like TJW lint, with different linting options. Okay, so the app is running. Let me go to the browser and see. Don't look at the app, Jared. It's very, very ugly. Okay, yeah, everything's working fine. So I didn't break anything. That's good. There's a bug in here. I was going to submit the rules to the official Jest ESLint plugin, but it's written in TypeScript, so okay. So they're adding in an extra layer of difficulty for you. You could always raise an issue and say, hey, I have all of these rules. Does someone want to convert them, make it TypeScript friendly for me? What was I doing? Oh yeah, so get rid of that. I just deleted my package lock, reinstalled it. Seems to be working okay. And now, oh yeah, the whole reason behind that was to push my code live so that everyone can see the code. So if you joined, I don't know if this is in the description of the video, but that's the repo that I'm writing tests for today. And I did just push some tests now. Wow, it changed like every single folder. Oh, that's because of the auto ESLint. So I added linting accidentally with the testing, but that's okay. And now for projects, I have the testing project. Implement snapshots, didn't quite finish that, although I should have a checklist for this. Let me turn this into an issue so that I can add a checklist here. So body.view component, and let me go ahead and check this off because in Markdown because I already did it. So I do need to test the, was it top bar.view component? And then I might test other things for snapshot testing. I think I'll leave snapshot testing at here today and try to get to some other testing if I have time. But so now, because I converted it into an issue, I can have a checklist in here. So I have, yeah, so I can check them off as they go, which is cool. So let's see. Get rid of that. Okay, so top bar. Let me run the test again now and see where I'm at. Okay, so it's still complaining about value. Expected number string got, oh, it got function. Oh, okay. This was percent done. Okay, so I'm just gonna alright, I'm just gonna put a 0 there because it's returning a function to call. And yeah, anyway, let me see if that works. Okay, now I get a new error, which is, oh yeah, this is just updating the snapshot. So let me just update the snapshot real quick. And that should pass. Yeah, so that passed. But the only issue is I'm doing a shallow mount, not a full mount. And I want to be doing a full mount. But here's the top bar. So basically it's stubbing. So because I'm sorry, because I'm doing a shallow mount, it's stubbing all of the components inside these auto stub, which is really ugly and doesn't help me out a lot. So I'm going to now try to mount this. So let me see if I can mount it. Actually, I don't need this props data. I didn't need that because there aren't any props. I thought for a second there were, but there aren't. Okay, so now let me run this with a full mount. Oh, wait, stop. Without the -u, because that will automatically update my snapshot. That would destroy the point of snapshots. Okay, failed again. What is this doing? Cannot read property width of undefined. Well, this is good. This is a new error. It's complaining about the V navigation draw. Cannot read property width of undefined. Oh yeah, and it's also complaining about this. So, error in getting watcher computed height type error. Yeah, it's the same error, plus the other errors that it's getting. So, I think for right now, because I have like 30 minutes left on the stream, I am going to just leave it as shallow mount and try to fix it later. Let me put a to-do in here. To-do get, because most of the issues are with Vuetify, and I need to actually be able to sit down and debug Vuetify on this. So get this to work with a full mount. Okay, so let me run all the tests now. npm test. The full mount is working in body, it's just not working in top bar. Okay, and I'm gonna check this off here. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna check that off, and I'm gonna add, let's see, update, just like a to-do for the future. So update top bar, no, update top bar snapshot test to use full mount. Okay, so I'll put that there. Now I want to do some component testing. So let's see. So test that it moves to the next challenge when correct challenge is input. So let me run the app real quick. So npm run serve, and I'm going to open the challenges file. And so each challenge object has all of these attributes. It has the correct pattern. Any forbidden patterns, like you can't use the period because it's too easy. It matches any character. You're supposed to learn how to do this, you know, just as it is. So I have some forbidden patterns. I have flags, the name of the challenge, which you don't have to match. The full text is this part of the text you have to match. And then info is what appears in that info box below the challenge. So let me go here. All right. So here it's telling me to match the whole word just by typing out the letters for the first challenge, and then I can hit enter. So there's no like submit button here. So when I test it, I'm gonna have to test that enter, that once the enter key is pressed, that it moves to the next challenge. So let's see. And that would be in the body component. Yeah, because this is where it shows all of the current challenge here. So I'm gonna have to set the current challenge in the mock to one of these challenges. So I need to import that. So let me test, let's see. I just have these three open. Okay. So let me import the challenges here. And for right now, I'll get rid of these. Although I do want to fix my Vuex setup in a bit. So let me, but now I'm just like doing a very basic mock here. So I'm going to import challenges, and let me do that from here. So import challenges from at data / challenges. And now current challenge here is, I'm just going to, let's see, I'm just going to set it equal, let's say challenge 0. So, okay. Yeah, this will change the mockup actually. Or this will change the, what do I call it? The snapshot, actually. So let me run this. Oh no, I'm still running the app. So, oh yeah, I don't think I need to be running the app because I already know like the flow of it, how it's supposed to move from challenge to challenge, and I need to be testing that in my tests. So I can stop the app here, and now let me do, let me run npm test again and see. Okay, it didn't match the snapshot. I already know this because it's actually rendering, a real challenge. So what I'm going to do is actually I think I'm going to update the snapshot. So let me just update that snapshot real quick. -u, because I want it to, because it's never going to be an empty object in real life, or it's never going to be an empty object. It's always going to be an actual challenge. So I think that's good. And I'm going to move this out to before each, actually. So I'm going to do before each. And I'm going to define this store here outside of it. So I'll do let $store. Yeah, I just want to initialize it as an object. And then I'm going to redefine it before each test as this object. Okay, and now I need to write a second test down here. So let me do test. And this time I'm going to be testing that challenges advance. Okay, and now I need to mount, so I'm going to mount this again. Mount the component. And I have the mock, which is the store. And let's see. I can write expect statements now. So what do I expect to happen at first? So I expect, and let me actually look at this body.view component. So there's no props, but I do have a lot of data here that I'm not mocking. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot going on in here with the regex testing and stuff. And then I also want to test if the snack bars show up. So I don't need to test too much about the DOM traversal. So I feel like that's for end-to-end testing where I get to render this in an actual browser. But who knows when I'll write end-to-end testing for this. So, okay, so I've mounted this, and now I want to test that. Let's see, current challenge. Current challenge.name, current challenge.info, and then in the middle, I can see that. Well, let me go back to. I need to test that it moves to the next challenge when correct challenge is entered. So let me step through that, and here I'm going to do, okay, so I'm going to have to enter correct answer into input. So I'm going to have to grab the input and then enter the correct answer, and then I'm going to have to I'm going to have to press enter to submit the challenge, and then I'm going to have to check that challenge advanced to second challenge. Okay, so those are the steps I need to do, and let's see. Let me first grab the input. So that's the first thing I need to do, and I can do that. Let's see if I don't remember the syntax for it. So let me see if it's in here, or else I don't need wrapper functions. I actually just need to grab the input, which I think is just from jest. I mean, yeah, okay, so I don't need, this is just a Vue.js unit testing cookbook. That's not helpful with what I'm looking for. So I'm going to let's see. DOM manipulation. I just need to grab DOM elements. And I can't remember exactly. Expect has assertions. DOM manipulation. Okay, so that's a jQuery. Document.body require. Okay. It's not helpful. Let me see. I wish more people could chat on this. Let's see. Okay, let me look for ingest. Oh yeah, this is easy. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Okay, so wrapper.find, and then I find divs. I think this will return in array, or maybe the first div. A first DOM node. Okay, that matches. How many inputs do I have on this page? Let's see. Input. What would it be? Oh, that's right. I was like, why isn't it called input? It's a Vuetify component, so it's called like vtext field. Okay. So vtext field, and that will render, since this is fully mounted, that will render as an input. So I should be able to find that as an input. And yeah, I only have one vtext field, so one input. Oh no, I have two, because I have this one, and then I have the other one on the page, which is for flags, which should be disabled. So I need to check that also. That's disabled. When basically what happens is it's disabled for all challenges unless, no flags here, unless they need flags. So some of the later challenges use the global flag, like this one. Yeah, these use the global flag, so then it's not disabled, basically. But if the challenge doesn't need flags, then that input field is disabled. Yeah, I know, I need to use... Oh, thanks, Jared. I don't know why I didn't see chat. Wrapper.find. Thanks. Data.test token. data test. Yeah, I need to use that definitely. So let me do wrapper.find. Let's see. And I need to put that on my component to reference it. So here's the text field that I want to reference. And I don't know. This is weird. I don't know why the other text field isn't rendering. Like, why is there only one text field here? Placeholder, enter regex. Where, let me look for enter flags. What happened? Where is the enter flags? Did I accidentally delete it? Wait, I need to see this now. Run my development server. I might have accidentally done something. So I might have to put that back. Either way, yeah, I do want to use the data test. Thanks. I'm going to put that in as soon as I figure out what I did to my other input. All right. The chat's so quiet. How are all of you? I don't know if anyone can sit through 2 hours of watching someone figure out testing. But kudos to any of you who are. Wow. Yeah, so let me look through my whole app and enter flags. Did this just appear? This wasn't here before, and now it's here, and now I'm confused. Okay. Anyway, so I have this one, and now I have this one. And let me add a data test here. I'm just going to add it to the top. Data test. And let's see, what should I call this? Yeah, I'll just call it regex. Okay, and now I can reference that here. So I can do, what is it, data test equals regex? I think so. This would be better on Twitch. Yeah, so I'll have a stream. So I have a stream on Sunday on Twitch. Every Sunday and Wednesday I do stream on Twitch, and sometimes like other random streams. But yeah, this is a good way basically for freeCodeCamp to earn money and help support freeCodeCamp. And having millions of followers, basically their chat gets out of control if they don't have, or if they don't have some stipulations on the chat. So yeah, so I don't fault them for making a premium chat. If I had millions of followers, I don't know, maybe I would need to do that. But the two of you, yeah, Jared and I have collaborated. I've interviewed him on my channel as well. You can find over on my channel, Faraday Academy. I've interviewed Jared about Vue.js, and I don't think we talked about testing. Maybe we'll do a testing one coming up. That would be fun. Okay, so let me do const input equals this input that I just found. And now I need to do, let's see, input dot value, something like input dot value, and then I can change the value. I'm not sure if this is the exact syntax, but cool. Yeah, Jared, maybe we can do a testing collab if you're free at some point. I did a Views on Vue podcast where I led a discussion on unit testing. Oh yeah, that was a really good podcast episode. If you're interested, Views on Vue is a Vue podcast, and Jared did an episode about testing on there, and I listened to that. I think twice. So yeah, it was really good. So input dot value, and then I need to put the value of the challenge, of the solved challenge, which I am just going to take from here. So dot pattern, and I'm going to put that in here because that's the solution. So dot pattern, and so I'll change the input value to that, and let me just see if that's the correct syntax. Let me search to see if they have input here. Okay, so you can set checked checkbox input. You can trigger click. I do need to trigger, but I'm going to trigger an enter. So set value. Here's what I want. Set value of the input. So this will be, oh, episode 99. Cool. Input. Okay. So okay. So I do set value. So let me do this. I guess it's asynchronous. So I can make this function async. And now I'm going to do this input.setValue, and the value will be this. So let me do that and get rid of that. So enter the correct answer to the input. Now I need to press enter. So they had some examples here where it's, man, I can't even remember now. Trigger. So I need to do, there's no wait. Okay. So I need to do input dot trigger. And then the event. So I need to trigger, what is it? Key. I guess key press dot enter. And I think this will work. Check that the challenge advanced, and here's where I actually write my expect to test it. So expect, let's see, expect, oh, what was it? I just had a brain fart. Okay. Expect that the challenge has advanced. So, what metric would I be able to test that with? I could spy on the function, so I probably should write a spy for the function and make sure that next challenge has been called, because when I hit enter it should call next challenge, and then I couldn't check that the store that this gets called, navigate to challenge, and I could check also that the snack bar shows up. Maybe the snack bar stuff is better for end-to-end testing. I think so, yeah. Okay, so next challenge, I'm gonna spy on this somehow. So let's see. Check that next challenge has been called. So I have like 10 minutes left. Let me see. Should I do spy? Wonder if they have any spying docs in Vue test utils. Call your test runner to spy on it. Set methods. Deprecation warning. Set methods is deprecated and will be removed. There's no clear path to replace set methods because it depends on your previous usage. Flaky tests. Okay, so whatever that is, I'm not going to be using it. Let me look for spy again. Detecting styles. Okay. I think I'll have better luck in here. I was just seeing if there was something in there. Okay, keeping track of usage, spying on a mock. So I basically need to run this just.fn. Yeah, I know. I just thought they might have an example in the Vue test utils that uses it specifically with Vue. But I guess I can just do, yeah. Let's see. I need to set that as a spy. So where would I put that? I guess I would put it in, let's see, because I need to set it on the component. So I have access to, let's see, if I have a wrapper here, I have access to, I think, the VM. So, and then I have access to the methods on the component. So now I can do next, oh wait, next challenge. And here I can do, I think this is how I do it. I set this particular function as a spy, and then I can see if it's been called. Let's see. Expect usage of the mocked class. Okay. Is that how I use it? I can't remember exactly. Let me look in, just search for it. So let's see, Vue just spies. See if someone has a quick example. Tips for unit testing. The just object. Installation, Vue test utils, a beginner-friendly guide to unit testing in Vue. Let me see if this has spies in it. It's taking a while to load the page. All right. Let me search the page for spy. Expect spy to have been called. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, that's fine. So wrapper.vm.on, wrapper.find, just.function map. Okay. Oh, did you send me an example of how to use it? So basically they're expecting the spy to have been called. But I don't know if they give an example of writing the spy. But basically I just want to spy on that function. Maybe I'll open Discord. Let me see. Where did you post it? Okay. You posted it in JavaScript. So if you don't know, everyone, this is my Discord channel. You're welcome to join. It's a public channel. And so Jared just posted an example of how to use this. So I'm going to copy paste this into my code so I can zoom in on it. Let me see. So body.spec, let me just put it down here for now. Okay, so he's doing just.spy on wrapper.vm.router.push. Okay, so I can spy on the method. I'm not using the spying on the router method, but that's just the example that he sent me. Okay, expect wrapper.vm.router.push to have been called with these options basically. So let me keep this down here. And so I guess I had this function all wrong. So I'm going to do this .vm. I'm going to, yeah, get rid of that. I'm going to spy on I guess it's wrapper dot. Oh wait, I have to spy on. Would this be on methods? Oh wait. Would this be on methods? So if I did methods, yeah. Or no, this is the this context, right? So yeah, because you're just doing dot router. So no, it's not a, yeah. Okay. So I guess this is how it would be. So wrapper, spy on wrapper.vm, the next challenge method, this.methods.thing. Yeah, it makes sense. So expect that this method to have been called, and because I have 5 minutes, I'm going to take out the to have been called with and just do to have been called and see if this passes real quick. Wrapper.vm is the same as this. Yeah, thanks. So that's just the this context. Cool, thanks for the help. Keypress.enter. I'm pretty sure that this will work. Let me stop running that and do npm test, and I'm going to test just the body component. That looks right. Good. Oh, it failed. What failed? Syntax error. Just encountered an unexpected token. You're trying to import a file which just cannot parse. It's not plain JavaScript. I don't think that's the problem. Syntax error, unexpected token, unit components, body.spec.js 570. Okay, well, that's weird. Oh wait, I must not be closing something there. Let's see, what am I not closing? Because now it's complaining about this closing bracket. So I must have deleted something or done something wrong. But it seems like I have closing methods for everything. So let me look at this. Oh, okay. I'm not closing my inner test. Okay. I see. So I think that's right. Clear that. Try running the test again. Okay, snapshot failed. And that's because, wait, yeah, I don't know why the snapshot failed. Oh, underscore is not defined, my Lodash library. Must be because there's no semicolons? I don't think so. Must be because there's no semicolons. I don't understand why the test would fail on that. Right now it's complaining that received number of calls 0 and expected number of calls. Oh, he's teasing me. Okay. Okay, I get it. I'm not very good with jokes, obviously. Expected number of calls makes you a stronger developer. Oh, because you're using your pinky more. Let's see. That's a very opinionated statement. So it's not calling it. So I think that's a problem not with this spy, but with my keypress.enter, if that's actually triggering here. So, man, I have like 1 minute. Let me search for next challenge here and make sure that that is what's getting called. Yeah, so when I press enter, it should be calling this next challenge method. And let's see, why is it not calling the next challenge method? Let me look up this key press syntax because that might be what's wrong. Input.trigger key press. I don't actually know. Let me get out of that. I don't actually know if that's the right syntax for it. Testing key, mouse, and other DOM events. So let me look for keyboard. Keyboard example. Here we go. Component under test. This component allows to increment, decrement the quantity using various keys. Okay, so it's capturing a key down event. And let me make sure that my git commit, I don't know, lol. Okay, thanks. Let me see. I'm doing key press here. So, yeah, I'm triggering the key press here. So that's good. Now I'm testing it. And yeah, they're doing wrapper.trigger key down and then the name of the key, so it's the up arrow key. Okay. Mount. Yeah, so why isn't it triggering that function? Assuming that it's getting the correct input and it's setting that input. I mean, can I log out? I think, do I have to set a jest option to be able to do console.logs from tests? So console.log and then input. Yeah, let me see what that is. Let's see. Alright. Tests. Okay, I'm not worried about that other one. Expect just.function to have to be called, or to have been called. To match snapshot. Oh, this one changed slightly. Oh, because I messed up this before. So I think I do need to, let me just update that snapshot real quick because that was just a mistake that I made, why the snapshot is different. Okay, so now I can just test the body, and now it should be just this one failing test. So there won't be a lot of other noise. Wrapper selector. Okay. So maybe expect it to have been called. This is a reference error. Underscore is not defined. And that's because I think I'm importing, yeah, low dash here is defined but never used. Okay, then I just don't need it. Oh yeah, because that's right, because I moved it into these other files here. So, does match, does not match. Let's see, I got rid of that. But, so I wonder, because it's trying to call this whole function here, I think maybe it's throwing an error because the function does a whole bunch of things and maybe I'm just not mocking everything that I need to be mocking for this function to run. Okay, the stream died. Anyway, so this test isn't quite passing. I'm getting the correct input. I don't think the function is having some errors. So I need to figure out why it's having this particular error. And I think it's because saying reference error underscore is not defined, which is only when I call some external functions like does match and does not match. So I think that's the issue, is in those files somehow. Yeah, maybe I need to stub that function or something, or, make a mock of it. But yeah, I am out of time now, so thanks for joining me. I'm just going to take a few minutes here and make sure everything is pushed to GitHub. I did get some things done, like I got all the testing set up. I got a couple snapshots done, and then I started to test the other components. You think the input trigger might be wrong? In the docs it said, where is it? In the docs it said input.trigger, and then I could do keypress.enter. I don't know if I need stop because that's what it is in the DOM here. Okay, let me run this one more time. Though the error didn't seem to have anything to do with stop, but I can just run it and see. Oops. Yeah, it failed again. Alright, so yeah, I am going to just add those files, commit code from live stream on August. What's today? August 21st. On August 21st, 2020. This is part 2. Okay, and then I'll push that. Yeah, so like I said, I have a YouTube channel that's in the description below. And I also have a Twitch channel, which is also Faraday Academy, if you want to check it out. And that's where I do my coding live streams from Twitch. I do other coding related videos and sometimes interviews here on YouTube. So I'll be live on Sunday if you want to see some Vue and Django coding. The input trigger needs to be a native JS element, like click or key up. Wait, key press isn't native JS? I thought key press was. Because, where is it here? Oh, I'm taking more time. Let's see. Keypress.enter.stop.next challenge. I mean, I could do key down, I guess. So, I can't remember why exactly I have key up and key press to do the validate. Oh, because I wanted to run validation after this, I guess. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So, key press, but it is key press dot whatever. I don't know, because key down here, so key down dot down works in triggering, so I think it can be a Vue event because these work. Yeah. Key down dot escape. You can even pass in the key as in an options object, which key you want to trigger. I guess they changed it in Vue test utils. Okay. Yeah, so I really don't know exactly what's wrong, but I did just push the code. So if you're interested in the code, I didn't quite finish this challenge, but I started working on that test. Then here's the repo I've been working on. Yeah, thanks for the help, Jared. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And yeah, like Jared said, I have a YouTube channel. Check me out on Twitch. And if you want to continue the conversation, you're welcome to join me on Discord. Otherwise, I will see you later. Thanks for a fun stream today.